everybody, this is Bonnie and I'm coming with you with week 7 of our 10 weeks of Halloween. Is this not the cutest little guy? I absolutely love him, and it takes very little bit to make. And it's such a cute little bat sour cream container. And I want to show you how I made this little guy. So let's get started. And if you would like to purchase any of the products that I use here today, in the description box below, you can go to bonniescreativeplace.stampinup.net and you can click on there and you can purchase all of these products unless I say otherwise. So let's get going. So the first thing that you need is a 4 1/4 by 5 1/2 by 4 1/4 piece of black paper. And then we are going to need some scraps for our wings and more scraps for our eyes and for our fangs. So let's get started. This is a really easy, simple card. And you're going to need some score tape. So what we're going to do is, because we're going to fold this like this, we want to put some score tape on the top up here. As soon as I find where well, right here. And we're going to run some score tape along here, like so. Because that way we're going to score it. And then we're also going to run some along here. You don't really have to go like, I don't know if I have this up off. I hope I do. Now I don't have to roll it over. Okay. And alright. And then we're also going to put some up here on the top of this side. So we got 2 about halfway and 1 all along there. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to peel this one off. If you rub it down, you can usually get it with your nail, but I like to use this little pokey tool. It just helps me pick it up, and then I'm done with it. So now we're just going to wrap this around like this. This is probably the most tricky part of the whole sour cream container. And because we're using cardstock, which is not as pliable as if you had black DSP, but if you get the 2 ends, and then you can kind of get that, like, see, if you connect the 2 ends, and then you can kind of squish it down a little bit to get it to do what you want from there on out. So now, well, I guess I didn't, maybe you should put it all the way along, because for some reason I must have thought that we only had to go halfway. So I prep these like months in advance, and then sometimes I forget exactly what I did. So we'll just add a little glue adhesive in, or some liquid glue, to seal the rest of this up. So put it the full length of it. Just be double extra protection, I guess. And so I will add a little liquid glue. This liquid glue is nothing special. It's the same Tombow glue. I love this glue. I wouldn't go anywhere without it. It's just the fact that I had so many little empty bottles, and I can put it in here, and I can squeeze this bottle a lot easier than I can squeeze that one. And I filled 2 of those little bottles with that. So that was quite a bit of stuff. Now, you want to make one go this way, obviously. And I have a little bit of adhesive that I should have curled under there, and I didn't. And so I'm going to snip that off. Okay. There we go. And then once you feel that that is good and secure, then you want to pinch your other one this way. Now see, on this one, you don't have to put glue there, because when you squeeze this one shut like this, all the stuff is on that side, so we won't have to do that. So I think if I put this on the opposite side, it probably would have worked. And that's probably what I did in the original. Now I'm not going to seal this one yet, because I want to show you the candy that you could put in there. But for right now, I'm going to dress them up and show you what I did from there. So this is going to be our dress up set. This is still hearing there, I'm going to take this little clip, and I'm just going to have that help hold that shut for me while we do the rest of this card. So we could set this aside for a minute, and we're going to bring in that piece of black, and we're going to use the umbrella punch, and we're going to punch the umbrella. This is going to be the wings of the umbrella. So we're going to punch that one, and we need 2, because it's 2 on each side. And we're going to punch this one here. So we're done with the umbrella. And now on the top of these umbrellas, I don't know if you could see it, there's this little, get it in the camera, there's this little dot right there. We don't want that on there. So we're going to cut that little dot off. Just going to snip it. We're going to do that to both of them. Just going to snip it off. Okay, so we have those parts. We're going to need to bring in our mat here. And let's put these parts on here because we'll need to be playing with these. And then we're going to bring in our other colors here. And out of the 1/2 inch circle punch, 3/4 inch circle punch, we need 2 of these because these are going to be our little eyes. And then out of the 3/8 circle punch, Stampin' Up! Does not sell this punch anymore. So if you have a circle punch, then it's like a regular, almost a regular hole punch that you would get. So if you have one of them, that's about the size of this one. And Stampin' Up! Also does not sell this 3/4 inch. This is a very old one. So those are the 2 punches that, just any circle punch that you have will work. So now to get the fangs, I want a triangle. And if you take a corner of your piece here, and we're just going to kind of, I don't even know how to explain it. We're just going to cut in like this on this side, and then meet up with this on this side. So I just kind of made a triangle. And these are for his little fangs. And then you could do the next one the same way right next to it until you get a triangle. And so then there you have your 2 little triangles for his little fangs. Okay, so now let's put this all together. I'm going to get my little take your pick tool, because this will help me when I got to pick up these pieces. So we're going to put a little bit right in the center of each one of these. That might have been a little bit too much. I'm going to pick this up, and we're going to set it right down. Okay. And now before we get moving on, we're going to need 2 types of chalk pens. Stampin' Up! Sells this thicker chalk pen, and I love it. But I also like the gel pen, just a regular gel pen. I like to use this when I'm doing like finer details, like around the eyes and stuff. But I like this one for like when I'm making a bigger mouth and I want bigger parts like on the wings to pop out. So I'm going to be using both of these pens. So this one here, all I did was I went dot, dot, and then I slid it across, dot, dot. And there's no rhyme or reason with this. Just do it. I didn't want it too, like to stand out too much. It's a bat, you know, but I wanted a little something on there. And for the eyes, I did the same thing, which are still a little wet, so they're still moving on me. And I just did some lines with some dots, just like that. Okay, this looks like this is probably dried by now because that glue dries quick. And I'm not going to close this like I said because I want to show you what we could put in it. And then I'll close it when we're done. So first, let's go ahead and put our wings on. So we're going to take a little bit of glue And we're gonna put some right here. I'll pick this up, and we're just gonna find kind of the center. I think that's a good spot. We're just gonna hold it there for a few seconds because this glue dries really quick, this multi-purpose glue, but you just have to be patient and hold it for a second or two. And then we're gonna take this one and we're going to put some glue there. And we're gonna kind of touch it. We'll just kind of hold them here like this for a few seconds. Okay. Oh, my wings went wonky because I wasn't paying attention, I guess, on the side. So make sure your wings don't go crazy before you have time before they harden too much. Good thing I caught it. So now we have this. And so now we're going to put our eyes on. And I'm just going to put a little bit right here. You could see kind of where it forms up and then you got the little, so I kind of did it right about here on each side. And then I'm going to take your pick tool, oops, and I put it like this. So it's kind of on it, but off from where the fold would go. And I did the same thing on this side. Although my eye is crooked here. There we go. So now we have that. So now we're going to draw the mouth. I don't know, I just kind of drew like a line that went like this, up like this. And I did this so that I could put my fangs like down here. And I did go back over this another time because I wanted this part to stand out just a little bit more. And now, got our little triangles here. And I'm going to put just a little bit of adhesive right here. Oh, that might have been a little much. We'll see. A little bit right there. And then we're going to grab this. And we're just going to put one right there. And then we'll grab this one. And we're going to put this one right there. Right on the mouth line. And you could fiddle with it. But these are the cutest little things if you want to give them out to trick-or-treaters. And they're quick and they're easy. Wasn't that quick and easy, that little guy that we made? I thought he was really quick and easy. Now, as usual, let's see what kind of candy we can fit in our little container. Let's see. We got a Reese's. If you just want to put a Reese's, let's see, will it fit? Nope, Reese's won't fit. We could fill it with Starburst. That'll fit in there. That would be fun if you know a Starburst. We got these little gummies. That'll fit down in there this way or that way. We got some Skittles, and if we wrinkle that up, you could put a whole bag of Skittles in there with some Starburst. So there's a lot of options out there. You could get some gum and put little gum in there. So you could do a lot of things. Now, I am not going to fill these because these are my samples that I like to keep. And so what I would do is I would, you would end up peeling this piece off right here. Let's see if I can get it with the pick tool. There we go. And then you just squeeze it together. So it's just like that. But that is how quick and easy that you can put all these types of candy and different things in there, and it is a cute little container. I just absolutely love it. So I hope you guys try this. Hit the like button, hit the little subscribe button down there in the bottom corner, and I will see you next week with week number 8. Thanks, everybody. Bye-bye.